We got Doja Cat up on the menu. Doja, ooh, it's looking bad for her. Ooh. As you all know, Doja Cat just dropped a new album, V, but it seems like the industry is kind of pushing her out. Yes, they're not giving her anything for her new album, V, or for any project she's doing recently. She got no nominations at these award shows, child. Doja Cat has been completely ignored in the female rap categories in the AMA nominations. They said, could it be that she's no longer considered a rapper, but rather a pop artist? Okay. Or my thing is this. I think the era's just flopped. The era is flopped. Like, she's flopping right now. So she's in a point in time where she's not getting anything. Okay. But just in general, though, I will say her most recent release is not in the hip hop genre at all. If you play Jealous Type and you fucking tell me that's hip hop, I'm smacking the shit out you, on God. I'm smacking the shit out you. Why would you tell me that? Okay, you're crazy. But I do think that Doja Cat, she needs to just take a year off. Take a few years off. About 4 years off. I know that's a lot of time and, that's risky. But she needs some time to get her aura back. Like, she lost her aura. Like, like the thing that made her special in 2020 when she dropped Say So and stuff. Like, she needs to rebuild up back her image and her loyalty and her fan base. She has to go through a rebrand, Moving on to JT. JT announces her debut solo album will be releasing this summer with her new single, Numb, which is coming out this Friday. Everybody's in the comments gagging, but there's also some people being shady saying that she gonna do over 200K first week. Y'all know y'all dead wrong. Y'all know y'all wrong. I'm finna strangle you. Ooh, you finna get strangled. You can't breathe no more. You can't breathe. Oh my God, y'all are messy. Now, in my opinion, she could do 200K streams first week. Like, that's what she can do. Also, I do think that when it comes to JT's new album era, it's been a large gap. I don't mind a gap if you genuinely are being oversaturated or your music is trash or you're just flopping badly. But JT's City Cinderella wasn't a flop. It wasn't a tank. It wasn't a chop. It was good. And she took too much time away. And the songs she has been putting out, like Ran Out, Girls Gone Wild, they've been flopping. They've been flopping badly, and it's kind of sad to see. But, that's what happens when you take too long in between the moment. You have to understand, you have a moment. And if you let the iron, you let the iron get too cold, you let the pot get too cold, you let the stove get too cold, you got to get it while it's hot, boo.
I got my own single coming out.
All right, now.
I can just tell you, I come out this Friday.
Okay.
Hopefully, it has to come out this week because I think there's films collab, and I got another collab, and another collab, and another collab. I got a lot going on. Then my album comes this year.
This year? Whoa, JT's about, because 2024 was the last time we spoke, and that was around the last project.
That was City Cinderella.
Yeah.
And I took a break because last year I just wanted to do, I just wanted to be pretty last year and be on magazines. And I just wanted to do brand deals and just, have the image for the next image. And,
Are you finally gonna give us the Uzi? Are we finally gonna get the collab? Because, they even say like, oh, like you make Uzi nervous in the stew. It's like,
I don't know why. I don't think I make him nervous. We do have a song.
Okay.
But
is that for your project? Is that for his project? Like, who getting that joint?
I don't know. Excited about this year. Like, I'm really excited about my album, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, all jokes aside, because I play too much, but I'm excited about my album.
Yeah.
I am.
This year, summertime, when we think we can expect it?
In the summer.
Okay, later.
Mona Leo, Zara, hey ladies, what's up, boo? Y'all doing good? What y'all doing over here? Why y'all kissing in the corner? What y'all kissing for? Get your finger out her pants, you nasty hoe. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, y'all, Zara Larsson and Mona Leo were seen in a new photo, taking pictures together by the wall, and they are allegedly teasing a new collaboration. Zara Larsson has a new album coming out. Well, deluxe version of her new album out is coming soon. And, Mona Leo was up here posted up with Zara. Now, Zara has been quite controversial recently. I don't know, girl. Make sure Zara don't be saying nothing about you soon, okay? Zara, she's always online discussing celebrities and what they're doing wrong. And, she's clowning Taylor Swift, clowning Beyonce, Justin Bieber. But would you all want a Zara Larsson and a Mona Leo collaboration? I do. I don't mind that. It'll be chill. It wouldn't be like a Gaga and Beyonce collaboration, no. But it would definitely be something cute for the girls to get into. If you like a Gen Z, you will love this song. You know what I'm saying? If you Gen Z. But I feel like Mona Leo, I want her to get into her pop bag. She needs to get to that pop lane. She does rap pretty well. She's a rap girl. But if Mona Leo really wants to take her career to the next level, girl, you gotta do them crossovers, because crossover is where the money is at. The rap world can get you to the club, and rap can get you into the mainstream too, but it has to be very artistic. Mona Leo, she's not really an artistic-y rapper. She's a girly, fun rapper personality. But if she want to get to that bigger level, girl, you got to take it there. Moving on to Stephon Diggs' Come Dump. Cardi B. She is now on here trending because she has surpassed over $54.3 million in reported revenue with over 344,000 tickets sold across all dates, selling out at 100% for her Little Miss Trauma tour. They said this latest update includes the 3 newest reported shows in Baltimore, Hartford, and Boston. All the Barty gang is celebrating like, oh my gosh, yes, she's gagging it, she's choking on it, and she's doing good. This is good, but me personally, I don't know how valid. You can always pay sources to, give you that 100% stat. But another part of me does see the amount of people who are at the venue. Okay, it's like, it's pretty packed. People are definitely talking about the tour and definitely are being seen at the tour. And, Zendaya was mentioning the tour and all these other artists are talking about the tour. Unlike Doja Cat's tour, where it was like she's on tour, but nobody's discussing it. Nobody was clocking it. Nobody was going there, So, I gotta give Cardi B her 10s. Well, I can never give her a 10. I can give her like a 4. I'm gonna give Cardi B her 4s. Because there's definitely some sort of motion there, but all the songs are still flopping. Every song on that tour is flopping. Okay, so it isn't really helping the actual performance of the songs because nobody is streaming "Am I the Drama" like that. I mean, it's on Billboard, but it's only on Billboard right now because of WAP Up and all the old ass songs. You see what I'm saying here? But congrats to her. She has 100% sold out. Who gagging? Okay, who believes that it's real? Okay, who think it's fake and who feels like Cardi B is going to be able to do a leg 2 in Europe. Europe is her next goal. She says she wants to do it a bit more, worldwide. She wants to visit more countries to get that income up more and more and more. She owes her label. She's in debt to her label. So I would not be surprised if her label has her going on tour for 2 more legs. I can see that. They may, sign them deals, sign them contracts to get that coin. Okay, get that coin. Moving on to Offset. Offset's shooting is no longer a local case in Florida. Ooh, the case has gone federal. Child, with the FBI now investigating and releasing a bunch of photos of suspects and getaway vehicles. In the getaway car. If you know that song, you're a real one.
Well, it would appear that the FBI is looking into and investigating the shooting case in which Offset was shot at a casino. Now, fortunately, he is A-okay and seems like he's having a speedy recovery. But yeah, the FBI will be investigating this shooting case. And apparently they've also actually already released photos of the suspects and 2 SUVs allegedly tied to the incident. Apparently the suspects fled in a matte gray Chevrolet Tahoe and a black Chevrolet Suburban after the shooting and attempted a robbery at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino as well. Very interesting. Now, still trying to find out and figure out Lil TJ's involvement in all of this. I think it's just with him getting in the argument. I don't think he was a part of the shooting or anything. I'm not too sure how the suspects are tied with Lil TJ, if they are in fact. But I mean, assuming, Lil TJ was arrested for it and getting a fight with Offset, and Offset was also shot, you might think that it's tied. So we'll see. We'll get more information. FBI will update us. But yeah, FBI is on the case.
Child, if I was Offset, I don't know what I would do. People are saying Offset, it's okay to just end it all now. Y'all are so evil. Why y'all saying these things like that? That is so not nice. What do you mean? Okay, but Offset is definitely going through a rough patch in his life. People are saying this is his karma for how he did his wife, Cardi B. And low-key no shade, but I feel like when they do dirty by the mother of their child, you do not have good karma coming your way. Like, that's just like that's a very spiritual thing. You don't play around with that type of energy. When you do nasty by the parents of your child, and that you just playing around with your life. You don't love your life. You don't, like, God gonna punish you for that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get punished, baby. When you do right by your child, your child's parent, all that, you're gonna have some good karma. You see what I'm saying? Like how dare you treat your co-creator like shit? Y'all made magic, bitch. Justin Bieber. I'm hitting it with the ether. Buns out, wiener. But I gotta keep an eye on for Selena. Beauty from the beast. Beauty from the east. Everybody get up. Nicki Minaj has the top 3 song in the world right now. Yes, top 3 song in the world right now. Okay? Beauty and the Beast is going crazy. Like, it is insane. It got over 5 million streams just in one day yesterday. Woo! Child, Beauty and the Beast is going crazy. Nicki Minaj is the highest charting female rapper on Spotify right now, on Apple Music right now. She has taken over all the charts, and she has issued a statement regarding the success of this song. Social media user by the name of Pop Culture 2000 said, it was fun times back then, actually. It was just fun times. Nicki says, we didn't know it back then, but this was the golden age for a certain generation. She says, every song felt this big and magical. The writers, the producers, the artists, the labels, everyone took this genuine, unquantifiable energy for granted. Nicki says, it's a lesson on appreciating what you have before it's gone. That is very true. And that was a moment in time. Like, majority of the music that was made was just authentic and fun. And even if a song was, geared to be a pop mainstream, cash grabby hit, it was still authentic. A lot of the cash grabs now in rap and in pop, they sound like cash grabs. They sound forced. They don't sound authentic. You know, back then, even the corny songs were authentic. That's why they were still successful while being corny and like, you know, very like, you know, like bubblegummy, you know? And I feel like in this day and age of music, we will never ever get back to that point. We will never see a Beauty and the Beat part 2. Wink, wink, Justin Bieber. I'm just kidding. Are y'all gonna do it? I'm just kidding. No, but like, I'm saying in general, like, you know, from other artists, we won't ever have that moment again. And this song just feels so free and young, and like, it just feels so exciting, and like, just the energy, like that energy in the music game is missing right now. Like, I really miss that, you know?
Okay, is it 2012 or 2026? Because Nicki Minaj and Justin Bieber are literally taking over the internet again. Beauty and the Beat just had its biggest streaming day of all time on Spotify today. The song is currently all over Instagram Reels, TikTok, and all over the internet, period. And Nicki Minaj is even tweeting her famous Chucky memes in celebration, even calling out Justin. We're not just celebrating a throwback moment, though. Nicki was just named the highest charting female rapper of all time on global Spotify and Apple Music. Nicki is also eyeing those RIAA certifications, y'all. We're talking 19 million album units, and she even asked should we go for 6. Pink Friday is 6 times platinum, y'all. Y'all don't need to be arguing with not a damn soul. Nobody could debate Nicki Minaj's legendary existence to female rap and hip-hop, period. Okay? The numbers are mathing here. Go ahead and get Nicki her 10, baby.
Now, a lot of the fans who are fans of other artists are saying, oh, Nicki, you're trying to latch onto a hit. He didn't even sing your part at the Coachella performance, which is why the song is trending, is because of Coachella. But they're just trying to be negative. But it's like, isn't she featured on the song? Isn't her, like, name on the songwriter credits? Like, isn't she, like, in the video? Isn't she on the track? Like, isn't she on the intro? Like, I'm confused as to why y'all want to be so rude and negative. Like, y'all are so mad because y'all thought that y'all had a one-up because Nicki Minaj was going through a public backlash, but y'all thought that she was canceled. That's why y'all really mad. Oh, you mad, doggy? You mad, doggy? And you ugly as shit, too. Aha, aha, you thought she was over? Nope, nope, nope. Thought you had the last laugh? Nope, nope. That's y'all problem now. Y'all be just sitting around waiting for a moment, okay? Nicki Minaj will be charting on Billboard Hot 100, yes, but there's currently a buying party going on. In case you don't know what a buying party is, you just go sit around and buy the song, you know, buy the music on iTunes, and, you know, get it up there. Buy it on Amazon, get it up there, you know what I'm saying? Spend that $1.99, $2.99, you know, you be buying all them sheets and funnel, well, what y'all call it? Basically, you know, the grass. Y'all be buying grass. Y'all smoking all that grass all the time. So, therefore, you can go ahead and buy you some, you know, a song, okay? You bought Chipotle 9 times this week. You bought Chick-fil-A 3 times last night. You big as shit. Go buy that song, Beauty and the Beat, right now. Okay, moving on to Drake. Drake has unfollowed Justin Bieber on Instagram after allegedly texting him to appear on his upcoming album, Iceman. It is said that Drake claimed Bieber did not reply to his message, and he later unfollowed him, describing it as unsportsmanlike behavior. According to the reports, Drake only wanted to help him get back on top. Me personally, I don't know if I want a Drake and Justin Bieber collaboration. I don't care about that. Like, we don't need that, so it's not needed at all. I mean, they can both do all good on their own, and it's just not required. So I'm glad that, you know, it didn't fall through, because I don't want it. I'm sorry, Justin Bieber has become very lazy, and he probably gonna get on a song and, like, say 10 words and ask for $20 million and then move on. Moving on to Sexy Red, her birthday's in 2 days, okay? And she also said her new album is coming out in 2 days as well. Who is ready for a new album from her? Like I said earlier, I'm not excited, but I'm also not, like, annoyed with it, because I just think her time is up. Her time has been up for, like, a year now. She hasn't had a hit in, like, a while. She also is just kind of, like, she phased out, because there's, you know, she is an artist where, like, she relies on shock factor and shock value, right? And after a certain point in time, you know, it's so many freaky jokes you say that we just haven't heard from you, you know, like, it's but so many that you can say without us being, like, just desensitized, you know, like, we don't hate her for it because that's her brand, but after a while the raunchiness just becomes very, I don't know, like, just redundant and boring. Now, people are saying that Sexy Red should have went into the pop space. She did, right? Remember that Bruno Mars song? Yeah, she did go pop, and she flopped. She went pop and she flopped. So, unfortunately, when you go pop, you have to, you know how to do it right. You can't go in there and do trash. You gotta kind of, you know, do something cunt and tea. Moving on to Rihanna. Oh, na, na, what's my name? What's my name? Rihanna will receive the Edison Achievement Award in recognition of her role in reshaping industries and making a global impact through innovation. Oh, okay. Her approach has reshaped global benchmarks across beauty, fashion, music, and philanthropy. Okay, Miss Girl, yeah, she is definitely deserving of this achievement award. You know, Rihanna, she has a big heart. She's humble. She does everything from an honest place, and she deserves every single recognition that she is going to get in this lifetime. And she's honest. You know, Rihanna is honest, and Rihanna is also a woman that I feel like she cares more about her fans than herself. Well, her music fans, I don't know. But, you know, her other businesses and stuff, you know, she's making products for her fans that they are in love with, and amazing makeup stuff and lingerie, and just a whole collection and stuff. So it's a really good thing for her to be here. And Rihanna also has never forgot where she's come from. She always shouts out Barbados. She reps Barbados 100%. She wears where she's from on her sleeve, and I'm proud of her for that. You know what I'm saying? She never gonna get too cocky or get too, out of line. You know what I'm saying? That's why God continues to bless her, because she's humble and she deserves it. And Rihanna, I'm rooting for you. Keep doing your thing, little girl. And how many more kids you want? How many more kids you want? Because you gonna have them, girl. Moving on to Lotto. Fans are saying Lotto is not promoting her new album enough for me. What's going on? They want Lotto to be up here, doing promo every single day, because guess what, y'all? The album comes out literally next month, and she's not doing much but popping out at Mariah the Scientist concerts and being on Instagram posting corny videos. Now, I think she is doing promo in her best way, and she's trying to do little TikToks and stuff and reels, but I don't know. After watching the content she's doing, she's not really mentioning the album, though. She's not mentioning the album. But also, she is pregnant. So they're saying, okay, why are y'all pressing a pregnant woman out for promo? Well, no shade, but didn't she want to make her pregnancy about her album and vice versa? So therefore, you have to do the work, too, behind it. You can't announce an album being pregnant and then think the pregnancy was enough. No, girl, now you got to work. Yup, okay. You can't have it both ways. She thought she had a moment there. She thought she had a little moment of, hacking the system. Okay, bet. If I'm having a baby, let me announce my album. Let me get my rollout ready. No, girl. Thought you had a master plan. Girl, you was playing checkers, not chess. No, F that, girl. You was playing Candy Crush. You wasn't even playing checkers, girl. Like, you thought you ate that. But unfortunately, Lotto is not going to have promo for this album. She's also going to flop, because let's just be very real. A lot of her songs and music flops because she's not a talented artist. She's not talented. She knows what to say on a song to get it trending to a certain audience. But as an overall rapper, she's not talented. No. Anybody can make up Big Mama. Big Mama, Big Mama. Anybody can say that. You don't have to be talented to say that song, okay? She just knows how to get them hood rats, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all feel me, right? Moving on to Madonna. Madonna has cleared her Instagram feed and uploaded a new blurred profile picture. And, she has everything gone. It's a clear page. Somebody said, girl, you're 80. What are you doing? Y'all, what does being older have to do with having a music career? I'm not mad at this, okay? But I will say Madonna definitely is a person who doesn't want to admit that, girl, some things are kind of over now. Like the music thing, girl, you're a legend, you're an icon. You can let it go now, okay? You let it go. But she was on tour not too long ago, so that was cute. But anyway, on a serious note though, but if Madonna wants to make music and have fun, let her do that. Let her do that, y'all. And but she likes to be like young and trendy, and sometimes it comes across as corny, because it's like, girl, Madonna, what are you doing? Madonna, what are you doing? But I still want her to have fun. Anybody could do music. Well, not anybody could do music, but anybody who is a legend should be able to put out music, okay? But